God, I actually have the connection again. Alright, so I've been recording this whole time. It's all on my phone. It'll go up to my YouTube as soon as I can. Obviously, I gotta wait till I have a Wi-Fi connection because that's like an hour and a half or so of video at this point. It's been a lot that's happened, but ultimately nothing. They opened up the gates for half a second, I think, to let somebody out. A woman came through saying she's the first one out. She was wearing one of the glow-in-the-dark Enough is Enough t-shirts. And she came out, as far as I can tell, the gate that we're looking at is where she came out. As soon as that happened, a bunch of people rushed to the gate. And that kind of sent things into a little bit of a panic. We've had other instances as well where people randomly ran through the crowd, causing a scare. We've had instigators just start yelling things. Almost everyone has gone to the boathouse in FDR Park at this point because they say that we're meeting the delegates there, but no one's been able to confirm that. And on Fire Chat, it sounds like they've started doing one of the speeches there, but no one's actually said that there's a delegate there, or any delegates there. I've gotten a hold of one of the delegates that was inside, and she confirmed that she was leaving by bus. She was just too tired to stick around. By the way, it is about 12 o'clock right now. The convention's over. Should have been over a while ago. I don't know why we haven't seen our delegates. The other delegates I've tried to contact have not gotten back to me. So at this point, I'm really not sure what's going on. I don't know why we're all here. I don't know if the delegates are still in there. I don't know, maybe I should ask an officer to see if they have any idea what's going on. So far, a lot of them, as you can see, they're just kind of like standing around and chilling. They're not really looking like they expect anything to happen at this point. At one point, there was somebody from Secret Service on the roof of the AT&T station there, and that person was watching and listening to us. There was a point where, when everybody rushed the gate there, I saw that same Secret Service guy run up to the gate, or at least somebody that looked exactly like him, run up to the gate and start handing out large zip ties to the officers that were at the gate. To my knowledge, no one's been arrested. I've been standing close to the police officers, doing what I can to listen to their radio calls, and I've heard that they were looking for certain people. They were questioning some of the people that were walking around with backpacks, like myself. There was some mention of a person walking around with something that appeared to look approximately like a flower pot, and they were concerned about that. But again, nothing seems to have come of it. Just like everything that's happened here, nothing's really come of anything because this is a peaceful protest. And as much as they may be worried that we're going to be violent, as much as we know there are instigators in here and Hillary plants and things of that nature, so far anything that has come up has very quickly been de-escalated. Now, I know that the quality of the video is pretty terrible, but ahead of me, you have a group of police officers, and you can see their handcuffs are out. They have zip ties ready. We had riot cops come up this street right here at one point. They walked up, they stood there for a minute, and then they walked away. It was a pretty clear, pretty obvious just show of force, just letting us know, they have the power and they can come in at any point if they want. But when that happened, everyone was very peaceful. They walked right up to the riot gear, the cops in the riot gear, and we didn't push them back, but we stood in front of them, and the riot cops started backing off, and we followed them away for about 20 or so feet until they just continued to walk away, and then everybody came back to the event here. Since I can't get any of my delegates to really answer as to when they're coming out, or if they're coming out, or if they're already out, and everybody else has already gone to the boathouse to hear the speakers and supposedly to meet the delegates, I'm going to start heading that way and just see if it's true, if that's where they are. You may have also noticed in my previous broadcast, I met with Ed Higgins again. He's here. There was talk about, since Jill Stein's here, trying to meet up with somebody from Fox News because they seem to be the only ones doing any amount of real coverage of this campaign. Hold on, I'm going to try and get close to the gate so we can see what's going on the other side. I see police just kind of milling about, walking this way. I don't really make anything of it, per se. Every time I've seen somebody try to record them, somebody will get one of those strobing flashlights out and make it so that you can't see. But I don't think they're paying a lot of attention anymore, since most of the crowd has gone away. Photo opportunity for somebody around. Vehicle screening area. There's a sign on the other side of the gate that says vehicle screening area. No, not everyone left. A lot of them went to FDR Park to the boathouse, where there's supposed to be speeches. Jill Stein's supposed to be there. And there were multiple announcements that the delegates are going to be going straight there to meet with us. But the question about that is, where are they coming out to go there? Because they never came out of the gate that we've been waiting at. Now this is another gate. This is the one that was breached last night, and everybody went running. But this is meant for the buses to come out. I don't suspect that they would have the delegates come through here. I'm sure there are probably other gates somewhere. And it is possible that they were released elsewhere. But we haven't heard word of them actually making it out. Once again, in case you weren't here when I first started, one person did come out with one of the glow-in-the-dark Enough is Enough t-shirts, and she said she was the first one out, and she came out of the gate that we were waiting at. That was Philly SWAT that's making their way through. At least one officer and one captain or something along that line. I'm going to lift you guys up and try and give you a good view.
Thank you for your support. If you want me to say anything,
one more thing that I meant to mention, I found somebody from ABC 7 News here, and I approached them and asked if they would be interested in meeting with and interviewing Jill Stein, and they shooed me away. The reason that I asked that is because Ed Higgins said that he was willing to do an interview with her, or that he was willing to do an interview with her. We were trying to find Fox so that we could do that. I haven't found Fox, so I did find ABC News and I tried them, but like I said, they shooed me away. Now, this dude's got a pretty big camera. I'm pretty sure he's part of something relatively mainstream. Eyewitness 3? What? CBS, I think? Maybe? I don't know. You're welcome, everybody, and remember, there's going to be more footage up on my YouTube. A lot of what I had to take was just because I couldn't get a stream here. It's going to be significantly higher quality than this. You'll get to see a little of the stuff that happened. Unfortunately, well, not so much unfortunately, but I was trying to do only 20-minute intervals so that they'd be easier to upload, easier to get clips from, and if you guys need to, easier to download so that you can spread them around. In between a couple of the clips, I think is when people started running through the crowd, trying to instigate things, trying to rile people up. So I'm pretty sure I missed that, but I got the stream, or I got it recording again right afterwards to try and get some of the aftermath.
Yesterday they were trying to get her, and I don't know if they ever got her. I'm waiting for a call back from work to figure out what they want me to do now.
Yeah, for the most part, it's been pretty calm tonight. It's a lot of waiting to try and figure out what's going on. Lots of misinformation, lots of questions with very few answers.
Square root 25. Good job.
I guess they're doing a raffle or something. Alright, so Channel 3 is leaving. They were told that they have no interest in what's going on, which I guess is a good thing in a way, because that means that nothing exciting or dangerous is happening, so we're doing our job. But they too expressed no interest in meeting with Jill Stein for an interview, or Ed Higgins from DC to DNC. Also, over the murmur and the crowd, I recommend, if you can, try to listen in to what the police radios are saying. I'm trying my best to stay close to them so that we can pick up some of that audio. Yeah, sorry guys, there's just so much noise out here that my voice is just getting drowned out. But I just read on Fire Chat that a third delegate has shown up. No idea which delegates are supposedly there. There doesn't seem to be anybody really confirming this. So I'm really tempted to go over there and try and see if that's true or not. If that's the case, I have no idea where they're coming from. That they couldn't sit there, and they put up white noise boxes to drown out any kind of protests or yelling or booing that they did. And this was confirmed with video. That's correct. They were putting reserve signs on the seats and telling the delegates they could not sit there. What ended up happening later is that filler people came in that were paid, and it was more than just filling seats. They actually actively rallied for Hillary and her supporters. So it made it look like the Bernie people were rallying for Hillary and her supporters. Alright, I'm going to take a shot. I'm going to try and quickly get to... I'm not sure. I kind of want to get to the boathouse to see if it's true about the delegates being there, but at the same time, I don't want to miss anything that might happen here.
I helped him out. Take the suspenders. He's got suspenders now.
I'll put it in my bag tomorrow. Just had to give you shit for this one. Like, you tried to do the same shit to me like an hour ago, and I was like, no, you can keep your sister's duct tape. You're like, wait, what's your duct tape? Like, they didn't want to get somebody stole my sister.
Yeah, I'm outside the wall where the convention was held at the Wells Fargo Center. I'm trying to get on Fire Chat to ask what's up with the delegates that they say are at the boathouse. I'm trying to figure out which delegates they supposedly are.
But yeah, wow, Nevada convention. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. That was
happened all over again.
Exactly, yeah. I have some delegates in there. Like 3/4 of my team
Let's
are
just have a good
from
time and
grassroots
release
in
this
Pittsburgh.
tension.
They're here. They're mostly delegates. I decided not to do it because I didn't know what it entailed. Like, if it's expensive, I can't do it. So that's why I didn't do it. And then I finally got some. I'm glad I did. But
You want to be on the stream?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right.
Hey! So yeah, I didn't do it because I wasn't sure how much money it was going to cost, and I'm glad, like in Pittsburgh, we like raised the money to actually like get our delegates here about 3 weeks ago. So there's so many people that could be here that just couldn't afford to.
Yeah.
Like if I was on the West Coast, I probably wouldn't be able to. Thankfully, I'm from Pittsburgh, so like it was a short, yeah. Pittsburgh Burgers for Bernie. I don't know if you heard us. Yeah. So like we've been out like for a year trying to like get Pittsburgh together, and like we didn't meet any Hillary supporters. Like, and there's like maybe 1 or 2 we saw the whole year, and like.
I know like a handful of personal Hillary supporters, and mostly because they're afraid of Trump.
Exactly.
Free the balloon. The only other ones were here, and they were. You could tell who they were. They're just in full outfits.
I've been having arguments now that like Bernie has like ceded. People are like, well, we gotta support Hillary, and then I'll go into them with it. And they'll be like, well, somebody's gonna say, oh, the WikiLeaks didn't matter, they didn't show anything. I'm like, they didn't show anything. And then I found out about. Did you hear about who was the head of the DNC before Deborah Wasserman Schultz?
Yeah.
Like it was Tim Kaine. Like they organized this in 2011. She knew who her vice president was gonna be in 2011. And I looked it up. I'm like, that's too good to be true. I looked it up. It's true. I'm like, oh my God, like, this is so horrible.
Out there. This is what's blowing my mind. It's
Exactly.
out there.
Yep.
And nothing is going on.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
like
why
my
we're here,
friend.
guys. This is why we're here.
Yeah, my friend's like, you're a conspiracy theorist, and then I'm like, I'm linking him to our delegates.
It's not even a conspiracy.
I know.
That's
I'm linking him to our delegates who are sitting in there saying they're putting people in the seats, like Jeff Day. Like I don't know if you follow Jeff Day.
I actually just friended him on Facebook.
Yeah.
He videoed. He's like, dude, they just sat in my seat. They
Exactly.
They brought a seat filler.
Yeah, they couldn't get into their seats, and then my friend's in there. Like he posted something. Greg Schaefer from Pittsburgh. He posted something about it too, and like he's like the whole week. Like there was a guy standing there with a "No More War" and like he had a poster, and he refused to sit down, and he stood up with that, and he wouldn't sit down, and he's just standing there. So for the TV, they're like, the first 2 rows, please stand up. So they had the delegates in the front stand up, so the TV cameras couldn't see the sign, and like that's what they were doing. They were shutting off lights.
Delegates on the inside too, and like he's been fire chatting with us, and like he was videoing how they're being treated in there. Were you going to be a delegate? Is that what you were?
I was debating. I didn't know what it entailed, and I was afraid it was a lot of money because I'm one of those people that don't have much in savings, and I'm like if it's expensive, I can't get there. I can't do it. And then it was like, thankfully, Pittsburgh did raise the money. Like we had a big fundraising. We had some money to like give to the delegates. It worked out, but like. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it like if I had no fundraising. There's just no way.
My husband actually met somebody who was going to be a volunteer here, and it cost her $1,200.
Yeah.
And he met her in New Jersey, like out here, and then she went in to go and volunteer because she's a Bernie supporter.
Yeah.
They turned her away. She spent $1,200 to be out here, and they turned her away.
They asked me too. They're like, "Do you want to be a volunteer?" And I agreed to it, but then I'm like, I was out in Westchester. I'm staying with my buddy because he's just let me stay for free, and I'm like, there's no other way I could have stayed out here. Like, if it wasn't for him, I don't know how So, but it's like a 2-hour bus ride in, like bus, train, trolley.
Bernie B&B was really great because everybody was looking for somebody up from Texas. He's staying with me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I probably would have done that if that was the case, if he wasn't out here. But I'm like, I'll do that. Yeah. But I was like, I'm just not. They wanted dress clothes. I don't have dress clothes. I'm a scientist, and like I work with mice all day, so like I don't dress up at work, so I don't have dress clothes. Like and I wasn't gonna go buy them. So I'm like,
they wanted everybody to wear Hillary shirts today too.
Yeah, of course I would have done that. I'd have been kicked out the first day.
They all put on green shirts. They had them tucked in. They wore green shirts.
Yeah.
Solidarity for the DemExit. Jill Stein. Who are you looking at?
Oh, Jill Stein. As I said, as soon as this, I already turned. Yeah, I've already went green. I got signatures in PA in Pittsburgh for Jill. I mailed them.
I'm in Jersey. I'm 15 minutes away.
Yep. As I said, all the work.
There's 10 states she's not on ballot in, right?
Yeah, there's. Last I heard, it was like around 27 she was on, but then the deadlines are coming up in Pittsburgh. They lowered the signatures from 22,000 to 5,000.
Actually followed that.
So yeah, so I think she's on in PA, but they haven't announced it yet. So I think she's on more than people like. Everybody's like, oh, she's not on, but like I think it's still coming.
Oh yeah,
So
especially after this.
yeah, especially, and I saw this coming months ago. I became an independent right after the closed primaries in PA, and I'm like, and then when Bernie endorsed and Jill got all the support, I'm like, you know what? I went green just to show we're not going to vote for Hillary, and that's why we were here. Tell them we will not vote for Hillary.
You guys confirm that you can hear us?
They absolutely ignored us. So I think that by ignoring us, it's on them. It was the superdelegates. Up until Tuesday, they could have voted
the morning roll call. They did a write-in morning roll call.
Heard that.
He won. He won, and then they went in and they changed things. And then in the afternoon they said, oh no, we have to do a revote. And then they included the superdelegates.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's how she won. No, not gold.
Yeah, I saw that. They included it because I'm like, wait. He won. I forget what state it was, Iowa or something. She had so many more delegates. I'm like, they're including super delegates in the count.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that they were supposed to unbind the delegates afterwards.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the next day.
Yeah, it was it was supposed to be the delegates that were there, then unbound, and then they go where they want. I mean, maybe I was misunderstanding it because they always shroud everything in mystery to make everybody confused. But there's no unbound delegates. They went right into super delegates. I'm like, after I saw that, I'm still hoping.
This process confusing on her.
Exactly. That's yeah.
But you did know that they did the roll call at breakfast, and the superdelegates had actually already voted by that point a day ahead of time.
Yeah, that's so ridiculous. So yeah, it's just, it was just, everything was manipulated, and I've been seeing it for a while, and it's just, and I saw where it was going, and I'm like, I'm going to help Jill Stein, this is going to be plan B, and I knew that she had reached out to Bernie. I'm like, I hope after the convention, I know Bernie wanted us here for the convention, but after it's over, he already went back to independent from what I hear.
No, he did, yeah.
Yeah, and I have a feeling he's going to do it.
I'm telling everybody too, we have to keep in touch and network. Bernie Sanders activists on Facebook.
I'm on there.
That's a great
I'm
group.
already
Get
friends. I'm friends with Jason too. So as I watched the whole Nevada convention, I was watching the stream, and I was pissed. I was sitting here every other house screaming for the Super Bowls. I'm not really into sports or anything, but I'm screaming and people are probably I'm screaming I'm at the Nevada convention. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And, people probably think I'm in here screaming at a hockey team, but I was watching his feed, and I'm like, this is bullshit. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm on his Facebook page already, and watching the stream.
Tell everybody, get it around, because as we're doing, we all need to be able to communicate on what the next step is, what we're going to do.
That's exactly.
How we're doing in getting Jill Stein on all the states,
That's what I feel. Jill Stein, try to get her for president and help the Bernie crowds. Jill not Hill, definitely. And then help the Bernie crowds. I'm still going to help Bernie get the Bernie crowds in.
Sure, definitely.
And I feel that's the only way we're going to stop this. Yes, exactly. That's what we got to do. So it's, definitely got to happen. But I got to get going. My friends are actually here to pick me up.
Thank you.
But thank you. Yeah. Thank you for all your
Aaron Arlen on there too. I've been sharing up photos.
Aaron Arlen, awesome. I know Jason already. So, all right. Thanks for all you do, man. All right.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, you too. I'll see you on Facebook.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
See ya.
Awesome. Hi, I'm Aaron, by the way.
Jason.
Nice to meet you. Are you the one that started the Bernie Sanders activists, or no?
No.
I didn't know who did. I'm just I was like, oh, that's an awesome group. Let's get everybody in there, because it's just everybody's influxing.
Yeah.
It's great communication.
Yeah, at this point, I've lost track of how many groups I'm in.
I know.
There's Bernie BSA, Bernie Sanders activists, all the California ones.
Yeah. Citizens for Bernie is a group that Eric Reynolds, the delegate from California, he's running. He's been posting up videos. We got to see Bernie today, and
I'm also in Defend Democracy, which Elizabeth L. Deeds started.
I think I am in that one too.
Okay. Yeah, that one originally started for basically trying to get Alex. I can't remember his name. Alex. No. Padilla. Yes,
Padilla,
Alex Padilla, to make it possible for the MPPs to vote.
Yep.
So she got petitions put together and signatures for that, and they actually walked it in and tried to hand it to them, but they wouldn't. If they took it to the post room, the mail room, dropped it off there, he would immediately grab fucking ignored it anyway. Alright, I gotta find something to see if they actually have delegates. Actually, wait a minute, hold on. I'm going to check Fire Chat again. And there's stuff on Fire Chat. No, nobody's necessarily against the police. Alright, so what they said is that delegates were released, they left through multiple exits and were told that they were being protected from the protesters. So they were announcing that this is a peaceful protest, that the delegates have nothing to fear from us, and we would like to welcome them back to us. Okay, the numbers suddenly dropped. That's usually a sign that it's about to crash, so I'm going to stop this broadcast and try to start it up again. Oh, wait, no, you guys are talking, so I guess this is just boring. Okay, I'm going to take this opportunity to walk to the boathouse, if I can figure out where the boathouse is, and see if, in fact, there are Bernie delegates there. The last thing I saw in Fire Chat was that the Bernie delegates are planning to march back here to us. So let's see what we can find out. Excuse me, are you guys coming from the boathouse at all?
Yeah, there's some delegates.
There are some delegates there?
Delegates, we're going to get some more.
Oh, so the delegates are still coming out here? And, well, we had
They
one.
sent them way around the corner.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
I'm not going to let them exit.
Well, would you mind if I stick around so we can at least see them come out?
I don't know, are you cool?
I'm pretty cool. People seem to think so.
Pretty cool.
Oh. Just let me know if you don't want to be on the video. Okay. Alright. So, word is that the delegates are being released way around the corner so that they're not coming out where we are and so that we don't really know. Whoops.
I made an effort.
You made it most of the way there.
You guys don't get anything.
So the plan is that these two have accepted to let me walk with them to go get the delegates and bring them back to the boathouse. They've confirmed that there are delegates at the boathouse. But I guess the idea is just not to make a big deal out of it yet so that they can come back and avoid the instigators doing anything to turn this into a problem.
As well.
Unless we're out of state, then we're gone.
Does anybody know how to get FireChat to stop randomly adding you to hashtags or rooms or groups or whatever they're called?
Knife or a gun. Now I know how to say it. No. I only have chalk. That's the most dangerous thing to find.
How you doing, sir?
No, but you can write with that. That makes it dangerous.
Yes, it is. I wrote a lot.
I'm going back to FDR break because I was back there.
No more walking out?
Chat.
No rush, I guess?
Walking all over the place.
Yeah, you're a local? No, I'm from Las Vegas. Where from? Okay.
I got party with the delegates the other evening. I guess why would you submit Montana, Idaho, I think Utah was all out.
Oh, that's right.
Logistics have been. It's been what? Logistics have been.
Yeah.
Taking a bite out of our schedule.
Does anyone know where we can order Chinese food? Order Domino's? Does anyone know where we can order Chinese food? Order Domino's?
Looks like it froze.